Hey everyone, it's Jesenia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another planner setup. These are my favorite videos to do by far. I just think they're so fun, and it also makes me really happy because I walk away from the video with a new planner and a new theme, and it always feels really exciting to me to have something kind of fresh and new to look at. So I do have everything laid out and kind of pre-planned in my head as far as how I'm going to be setting everything up. You can pretty much see my theme here. I've got my planner in the middle, lots of soft pinks as pretty much per usual for me, and I do have some sort of soft blue, purpley, periwinkly kind of accent going on throughout as well, and a few little black hits here and there. So I really am happy with how everything is looking, so hopefully everything looks nice when we're all through. So let's go ahead and get started. I will add in some timestamps for you guys to be able to flip through the video in case you want to skip around. So let's go ahead and do that. So first things first, I do want to share the planner that I'm going to be using. This is a Foxy Fix planner, and it is in the Botanical leather, and the color is rose. I did get this in a B6 size, which is equivalent to a number 5 on the Foxy Fix website. It's pretty much my favorite size across the board. I just think it's so perfect, and it's worked really well for me, so this is what I decided to get. It is a single, so as you can see, the spine is pretty narrow, and it does only hold one insert inside of it. We are going to be adding a jump band though, so I can put a couple more extra inserts in there so I can make it nice and chunky and get everything I need inside of it. I do have light pink stitching around the edges, and then I have a Fox Pip bow in gold on the front. All of the singles do come with this pen loop, so I've just left it on, and we'll see how we go with that. I do on the inside have a secretarial pocket and a card pocket on the back and the front sections there, and that's pretty much it. I do like this leather. It's pretty smooth and it's sturdy without being stiff, so that's quite nice. It still feels comfortable and nice to hold in your hand and whatnot. I'm not sure how I'm going to get along with the pen loop. I do think it looks cute with the pen inside of it, but I do often stack my planners with other planners and things like that, so I don't know how I'm going to like the pen loop kind of on top of it like that. And I've tried putting it on the side, and I don't really quite like how that goes, so we'll see how I get on with it. I'm definitely going to leave it on through through this video and use it for a little while. I can update you guys and see how I like it, but that's my thoughts on the pen loop for now. I think it looks cute, but I don't know how functional it'll be for me. And yeah, so I'm going to go through the inserts next so that you guys can kind of see how I'm using this planner, what I'm using it for. So I went ahead and pulled out the inserts. I have 3 here. Because this is a single, it fits 1 insert, but with a jump band I can fit 2 more, so I went ahead and selected 3 to use. I think this is the one I'm going to probably put in the front, and it's titled Important Dates, although I did reprint different covers for them because I'm going to use them for certain things. So this one I'm going to be calling my schedule, and it's just a double perpetual calendar. So for every month you do have 2 columns. So for example, in July here you've got 2 columns, as I've said, and they're exactly the same. So I can go ahead and use, for me, this is how I'm going to use it, is I'm going to put my video schedule in one for YouTube, and I'm going to put my shop schedule in another one. That way if I need to coordinate anything, I can go ahead and do that, and I can also just pre-plan everything. I've noticed that I've kind of been getting a little bit off track as far as trying to plan things out, and with traveling I kind of lose track of everything and I forget, and at the last minute sometimes I get a little crazy with how much stuff I have going on and just overwhelmed. So I think that's gonna help me out a lot. So that's the first insert that I'm going to be using for kind of scheduling purposes and planning out how things are going. Then the next insert that I'm going to be using is a new monthly insert. So this one I'm able to just kind of have a little snapshot of what the month looks like. Then over here, I'm going to use this section to put my stats in for, of course, shop and YouTube and all of that jazz. And then down at the bottom, I'm going to use this to kind of fill out some financial information and stuff, just so that I can, again, just keep track of everything. So that's what this whole planner is going to be all about. So that's the second one. Then the last one is just a list insert, and this one I made new for myself, which I'll probably put it up in the shop before this video goes up. And that's just what that looks like. It's fairly simple. I've also kind of found that I've really been wanting lists with longer lines and being able to kind of section out different lists within one insert. So I have this where I can have, you know, over a 2-page spread, I can have 4 different lists going, and of course I can continue on for as long as I want. And I think this is gonna work out really well because I often jot down ideas for if I have an idea for anything. So I like being able to kind of just put a title in there and note some ideas for different things, and I can just kind of keep going. So I think a list one is good for this. I also wanted to mention, I don't know if you guys will notice in this video, but I cut my inserts a little differently this time, where I basically cut the top and the bottom and then folded it and then cut this whole section in one slice. That way you have a clean edge and you don't have that kind of overhang. And I watched a video on Instagram actually, but I think she's since posted on YouTube, from Allie, and I'll link it down below, but it's a really good little tip if you guys don't like that overhang that you get sometimes when you print inserts at home and you just want a clean finish. She has a cool little tip that I went ahead and followed, and it was super easy. I had tried it before, honestly, on my own, and I don't know why, it just like wasn't working out for me. And I watched her video, and I think the problem that I was having is because I didn't have a cutting mat. Just because I don't know, I've never really bothered to get one. I always just cut on my table because I have a craft table that I just cut on because that's what I purchased it for, so I don't really mind. But I think the cutting mat really helps because it like sticks your stuff down as far as, you know, it doesn't move. So anyways, I'll link her video down below because I found it really helpful, and I really like how my inserts turned out this time. So let's go ahead and jump into the whole setup here, and I'll, you know, chit chat with you while we're doing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up so we can start putting some stuff in it. I am going to be using some clear dashboards. These are from Foxy Fix. You can get them from different places though. I think 1407 Planners has some, and I think some Etsy shops probably sell them too, but they just load on the side like that, and you can wrap them around your inserts. So I didn't use these, I don't think, in my last one, but or maybe I did use one, I'm not sure, I don't remember. But we're gonna use one in the front here, and let's pull out some dashboards. So I definitely know that I want this one in the front because this one kind of has a lot of the colors that I'm using in the planner throughout. So I think having something to kind of start it off right as far as color scheme goes in the front will be really good. And this is from Crafts by Thaowie. It's so pretty. This is one of her Addie girls, and she has, you know, really cute bedroom background and such, so we're gonna put this in the front. I was thinking about this, and I thought it was quite funny that I was gonna be using a girl in bed with pajamas in a planner that I'm planning to use for work type things, but you know what, sometimes I work from my bed, so that's okay. And I do think I'm gonna have to trim everything because these clear dashboards are exactly the B6 size. So in order to get something inside of it, you do need to trim it just a pinch. So I do have my paper trimmer here just to trim it down. Everything is 5 inches by 7 inches, so I just need to trim it a pinch. So that's gonna go on the front there. And then I think I'm gonna put this on the inner part. So I think that's what we'll do there. Let me just go ahead and trim everything down. In case you're wondering, I am just gonna use my trusty little Fiskars one here. I'll link it down below, but we're just gonna use this to trim. I feel sad trimming this because I know I'm gonna have to cut off some of the pattern. And this was already made. She actually sent this to me in an order. So I didn't print this myself, but almost every other dashboard I think I printed on my own. Not everything is my own artwork, but I did, you know, purchase art online, and I'll share with you guys as we get through everything. It's funny because I do watch Louise Pentland on YouTube. I don't know if any of you guys watch her channel, but I really like her vlogs. I used to follow her makeup videos, and I feel like I've since kind of gravitated towards her vlogs a lot, but she often says that she's working from her soft office when she's working from bed, and I always think that's cute. So I always think of her when I'm working in bed and I'm just kind of sitting there with my computer. This is exactly what I do every time. My gosh, I just got that stuck in there because it was such a small piece. But I never measure, I just kind of keep eyeballing it until it fits. I won't show this for every dashboard because it's probably going to get boring, but I'll just show you for this one. You can see really what I do. The other thing that I do tend to do is oftentimes I don't like for the paper to go all the way to the edge of the dashboard, because I notice that what happens is when I have my insert inside, the dashboard kind of, as you can see, the paper comes out, and I feel like when you go to close it, sometimes it hits. You can hear that, and it really bugs me. So I tend to trim it a little short, and sometimes you can see a little gap in here, but I prefer the functionality of that as opposed to the, you know, having it go all the way to the edge. So anyways, I'm gonna trim all these down and then we'll be back. All right, so I went ahead and trimmed these down. I'm gonna pop them into the dashboard here. Let's do both at the same time. So this one, as I mentioned, is from Crafts by Thaowie. And then this I made for myself. The bow is digital artwork from Bloomsical. So I just purchased the art from her shop and made a very simple dashboard for myself. I think that bow is really, really cute. So I thought it would be really pretty just on its own for a nice, simple, clean dashboard. And so I'm gonna pop that in there. Okay, so that went in pretty easily. Just gonna center it a little bit better. Okay, then on the back of it, well, let me put my insert in first because sometimes I just like to see how it all looks. So I did make these covers for myself. You guys have seen the foiled kind of covers that I've done for myself, I think in every setup at this point, but this time around I did print them on a cardstock, and I printed them on pink cardstock so that I have a soft pink background, and then I foiled the titles there. So just a little tiny ad there. And I'm gonna put the perpetual calendar, the double perpetual calendar in here. And I was kind of thinking, because what I usually do, and I didn't do it this time, is I print the second page of the insert inside of this. That way it continues and I don't lose those 2 pages, but I didn't do that. So I think for now I'm just gonna stick this whole thing inside of here and leave it like that until one day I feel like fixing that. But the next thing I'm gonna put in here is this little dashboard that I have, and then I also have this one here. So this dashboard I went ahead and made for myself. This is a planner that I drew, and then I just put it in the colors of the planner setup that I'm doing. I made this towards the end of the night once I kind of had everything laid out, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna pull in all the colors in something, so I just did that here. And then I did print this out from an artist. I found this quote on Pinterest, which I think is so cute. And so I did some research to like click through the links and try to figure out who the artist was. So I found her site and purchased it from there. So I'll go ahead and link that below. I just think her writing is really cute. And she does have some other cute little scripty things that she's done in her shop. So I will link that below. I think I'm going to put this on the inner part, and then I can put that out for now. I kind of like the idea of having the white background ones on the inner parts since the covers are pink. That way you don't get a whole, you know, block of pink. You get a little bit of contrast between the 2 sides. So I'll keep that like that. So I think it gives it a little bit of breath. I tried to keep all the dashboards fairly simple. Of course, as a whole, these planners are very decorative, so I thought it would, I don't know why I didn't put these both in together. I feel like they go in better when you do them at the same time. But yeah, as a whole, these planners are definitely very decorative, so I like each individual element to be not too overwhelming. Although I do find that I continue to add stuff, you know, if I find something super cute somebody comes out with, I might make it into a die cut and add it in, or sometimes I swap out a dashboard if I see something that I really, really like. All right, so that's what we're looking at, like there. That's really cute. Okay, so we've got our first little thing there as far as that goes. The next insert I'm gonna be using is the monthly insert, which again, I printed out a different cover for it, and this one, it says finances on it because that's what I'm gonna be tracking in here. And if you're wondering, I don't usually staple my inserts. I don't know, I don't really care to. The only insert I've ever stapled and I prefer it stapled, is the new daily that I showed in my last plan with me, just because I don't, when you staple inserts, I don't know if this makes sense. When you staple inserts, you can basically, if you want the elastic to be on this page instead of this center part all the time, then you can switch around where you have your elastic in a stapled insert, because of course the staple is going to hold your insert together, whereas if you don't staple it, you always have to have the elastic in the middle. And for the daily, I think it's nice to be able to switch the elastic over so you don't keep seeing it. It gets kind of annoying to see the elastic, so I like stapling that one. But otherwise, I really prefer having them loose. It's just, I don't know, a personal preference that I have. Anyhow, so there's my cover, and I'm gonna put this vellum on top of it. You guys probably recognize this from one of my other setups, and this is one that I drew this pen and made this pattern for myself. And I do like to switch back and forth between the clear dashboards and a vellum, just again to give it some breath and kind of change it up. So you have different textures and it's not all the same. So I'm just gonna do something simple for that second one, and then we'll do another clear dashboard for the next little set. So here's my next dashboard. I feel like this video should go fairly quickly just because it's a single, so I don't have a whole lot to decorate. So the next little insert I'm going to put in here is my list insert. That's going to go at the back, and it is going to be for shop lists. So the cover I have for this one says shop on it, so that's what we're looking like. And as I mentioned, for the insides, I do like to have the contrast of the white. So I'm going to use this dashboard on the inner part. This is a digital that I downloaded and printed myself. I feel like it is coming off a little bit lighter on camera than it did print in person. But this is from C. Amy Draw. She has beautiful lettering, and she does all these little kind of hearts throughout her lettering, which is really, really cute. So I picked that up from her shop and printed it out for a dashboard. And then this is artwork from Bloomsical. She has a little build your own desk little setup that you can do with her artwork. So I thought that was really cute. I actually used a kit with this artwork from Maria of Two Little Bees, and I thought it was so cute. So I went ahead and picked up the artwork for myself so I could make my own dashboard with it. And I did add some of my own lettering in the center photo frame just because I thought that was cute, and that's something that I say a lot. And I'm gonna put this on the outer part of this dashboard. I say that all the time, look at me go. Every time I do something like good or something that I'm excited about, I'm like, look at me go. My boyfriend's always like, why do you say that? Like, Jesenia, where are you going? I don't know, but look at me go. So I just put that in the little middle frame there. This one's a little snug. I'm just trying to see if I can fit it or if I should trim it some more, but I'm gonna do my best to get it in here. Okay, I think that worked out totally fine. Let's see, is it bubbly? No, okay. Just wanna make sure it's not like buckling inside from being too tight. So that's the front there. And then on the back, I'm gonna keep it really simple. I picked out this paper here that's from Michaels. It just has these little gold foiled hearts on it, which I think is really pretty. So I'm gonna put that on the inside. And then for the back part, I printed this out, which just says make it pink, and it's pink foil on a pink piece of paper, which I think is pretty fitting for me. It's a little play off of the Sleeping Beauty. And it's my hand lettering from my shop, so I just printed it out for a dashboard there. Let's go ahead and put this inside. All right, and then the insert will go in the middle of all of that. So that's what we are looking like. Okay, since I have the base done, which I feel like went by so quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and just start I'm gonna put these inside of the elastic, and we can get started on the pockets and some accessories. I was trying to grab my jump band. So this is the jump band. It comes with all Foxy Fix planners. You get this extra elastic in a little Ziploc. And the reason for, or the idea behind this is that you can add in extra inserts into your planner. So don't know if I'm gonna do this perfectly because I've never really used a jump band, but the concept is pretty basic. So that's the, let's see, we're gonna put the middle insert in the elastic. so that we've got something to hold everything in place. Then the first insert and the last insert, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the jump band. So you basically put it around both of the inserts so it looks like that, as you can see. And then we're gonna kind of pull this up and slip this underneath. I bet there's an easier way to do this, or I don't know, this is pretty easy, but this is how I do it. And that's all you could do. And so now you've got, you know, all 3 inserts inside of here. Where am I at? Okay, got all 3 inserts inside of here, even though it's a single. And that's what it looks like from the top. You can see the jump band kind of go across there. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. It's pretty simple, and it's nice because you can just, you know, sneak in a few extras, and you can do that in any size planner. It doesn't have to be a single. You can do it in even a wide or anything else, and you can really make your planner nice and chunky if you want. Oh, I think it's already looking cute. Okay, let's go ahead and do the pockets here. Okay, I might jump around between the front and the back, but let's see how this goes. I'm gonna stick, this is from Simply Gilded. She always has the most beautiful journaling cards with all of her orders, so this is one of them. This is another part that sort of inspired the color scheme. I feel like that pink and purpley periwinkle-y color looks so cute in there. So I want to kind of just tuck it in here just so that I get some of that pattern going on and some of those colors. And I do have 2 of them, so I pulled out the other one to be able to use in the back pocket. So we'll pop this in here as well. Just gonna have them kind of tilted because I'm gonna add some other things in there as well. I did pull out a few sticker sheets that I thought would look cute in this setup. A couple are from Crafts by Thaowie and one is from the Sweet Planners. So these are from Crafts by Thaowie. I did trim this one down, one because I had already used a sticker up here, so I didn't want to have an empty sticker. And then I also just felt like it was too big for the planner if I had the whole thing. And then I have these, and then this is from the Sweet Planner, which I think is really cute. So I think I'm actually going to use this one in the front here. Just kind of pop them in there for some decoration, something cute. I do have a little scrap piece of this bow paper from Michaels that I'm obsessed with, and I did round the corners at the top just because I thought it would look nice with the roundness of this piece here. So I kept quite a few things a little bit rounded, so I'm going to put that here. I always like to add something in the front pocket that kind of gives some coverage and height to the pocket area. That way when I layer other things, I can kind of get like shorter and shorter, and you can kind of get a few different things in that section and make it nice and dimensional. I also made a little washi card for myself that I am in love with, and let me pull out, hold on. So I had quite a few washis that I was playing with, but these are the washi tapes that I used. So that's what those look like. I've got some really cute owls with Happy Mail and some florals. Then I have this floral one, and then just the black with the gold bows. And these are all from Simply Gilded. So I used those on the front. I thought, you know, again, I kind of tried to incorporate all of the colors so that we can tie everything together. And I put those on a pink washi card from Sparkly Paper Co. Her washi cards are really, really nice and sturdy. And of course, they're super sparkly, so that's awesome. Okay, I did print out quite a few die cuts. I didn't print them all out. Some of these were purchased, but let's go ahead and I'll tell you where everything is from. So this was a gift from Amanda at Fox Pip that she just sent me the her pip bow in black with gold foil, and I love this, so I pulled it out for, oh, it actually look cute there too. But I pulled this out for the setup, and I don't think they're not in her shop. She just sent this to me in some friendly Happy Mail. So I saved it. And then this is from My Newest Addiction. These are in her shop. They're really beautiful little shoes. And then this was a freebie from Amanda's Facebook. No, was it Facebook? I think it was Instagram. If you follow Amanda on Instagram, she oftentimes will just kind of put up artwork on her Instagram. You have to make sure she says that it's like a freebie. And when she says it's a freebie, she'll tell you, you know, when it's a freebie and that you can screenshot And so this was one of those, so I went ahead and screenshotted it and printed it out for myself. I think it's really cute. It's a credit card and it says give yourself some credit, you are doing all right. So I thought that was really sweet. Then this is also from Amanda's shop, and it's a Kate Spade planner with a polka dotted bow. This I made for myself because, I don't know, I thought maybe it might be nice to have a little calendar in here, so I just printed out a little calendar to be able to kind of pop in anywhere. And yeah, so that's that. And then I picked out this as well. This came in a few different colors. It was a digital that I purchased as well. I forget the name of the shop all the time. I think it's like NSFW something. I don't remember. I can never remember the name of the shop, so I'll link it down below. But there were a few different colors that came in with the download, and I thought this color looked nice in here as well. So we'll just play around and see what looks good. I kind of want this planner in the front, so I think I'm just going to pop that in right away. Maybe I'll just stick this kind of like up in here. Okay. I think that kind of does it. That's a pretty full pocket for me, I feel like. I think it looks cute. If I need like a little snapshot, I can just, you know, pull stuff out. All right, and then I guess I can save the rest of this for the back section. I do still have my stickers here that I can use. So let's flip over to the back side. I did also have these that I pulled out. These are from Rose Colored Daze, and they're foiled sticky notes. They do have the days of the week on them, and I thought it might be nice to kind of jot down things if I needed to, so probably stick those in this pocket here. I thought also the text of the days of the week matches the planner really well. I don't know if you'll be able to see it properly, but that's what that looks like. So I'll stick that in here. I'm gonna try and get some stickers in this pocket here as well. So I'm gonna pull out these two and maybe just layer them into the pocket. See how this is gonna look. Okay. Looks cute. Then maybe like the credit card in here. I really want to get this in here because I just like what it says so much. And then the other thing that I really wanted to get in here is this little card that I made for myself. It's actually on the back of, it's like upside down, but it's on the back of one of the Simply Gilded little notebooks that come in here. This is a full one. They come in these sub boxes. I think this might have been part of the anniversary box. I'm not exactly sure, but they're really pretty. I just don't use this size of notebook ever, so I took a piece from it, and I was gonna do something on the front, and then I ended up putting washi on the back. And this is the washi from my collab with her. I am so obsessed with this, of course. I just love it so much. I think they're so perfect, all of them, and I just really wanted to have them in my planner. At the moment that I'm filming this, no one has seen these except for, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously Irene and like one other person, but I just love them so much, and I'm gonna just put them in here, so I'll just save this video to go up until I'm able to talk about these because I didn't want to not put them in. I just think they're so pretty. So we'll put that in there, and then I think I'm just gonna pop in some black because I think it'll look nice to kind of ground the whole thing and then tie it into everything else. So, well, let's see. I don't know, I do want to stick this somewhere and I don't know where. Okay, let's do it in here. I think I can just kind of slide it in and it'll probably just stay. Let's see if I can make that work. I don't think it's gonna really move. If it starts to move, I can glue it down later, but I think I can get away with it. Let's make it straight though, maybe. All right, so we've just got that in the corner there. I think that looks cute. It actually kind of makes sense because you get all the hearts in here too, so that works out. Let's move that in a little bit so that it doesn't get squished by the planner when I fold it down. Okay, let's go into some accessories. If you're wondering, by the way, where I got that black bow from, the little, like the washi card that I had in here, I got these from, I can't remember if it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but they're just little bows with an adhesive sticky back on them that you use for crafting and scrapbooking and stuff, so that's where I picked that up from. All right, the first thing I'm gonna add in as an accessory is this, and I know it looks probably like nothing right now because it's all clear, but it is a bookmark that I made for myself, and it is a clear pocket bookmark. I am like so immensely proud of this little thing because I made it myself. Amanda from the Fox and Pip in her Facebook group did a little tutorial on how to make a clear dashboard. It wasn't a bookmark, what she made was a dashboard, but the concept is exactly the same. I mean, it pretty much is the same. I just didn't, you know, make the edge bigger and punch holes into it. So I measured this to the size of the size that I wanted, and I followed kind of the same steps she did, and I got myself a little clear pocket bookmark, and I think it's amazing. This little piece up here, she actually sent me personally as a little friendly Happy Meal, and I think it's so pretty. It's got my name and her little pip bow on the side, so I love that. And it was kind of funny because I made this bookmark and I was just not in the mood to be testing things out, so I took a gamble and I just stuck it in here in hopes that I got it right on the first try, and I did, so thank God for that. So I am going to go ahead and decorate the inside of this. I printed out this bow vellum, and this is the same bow from Bloomsical. It's the same one that's on that dashboard that I showed earlier, but I just made them really small into a pattern. I actually was going to use this as a little vellum dashboard kind of thing inside the planner, but I wasn't loving how it looked, so I put it aside, and then I ended up using it in here, and I already trimmed it down to size. So that's what that looks like in there. I think it's nice. It just gives a little hint of something. I kind of like that it's still translucent, so you can still see through the whole thing, because I'm just very proud that I did this. Okay, so that is that, and I feel like I want to add a little something else in here too. Maybe I can add in this die cut. I'll just put that in here. Why not? I'll probably add more stuff in here and just start, you know, throwing stuff in. I always feel like your, you know, planners kind of grow with us as we use them more and more. So I'll just leave that as that, and we'll put that, let's see, what do I want to use this to? Maybe my monthly, or should I do my list? Maybe I'll do my list so that it stays at the back of the planner and I can put other clips in front. So I'll put that there, and then it's just gonna stick out the top like that, as you can see. It's so cute. I love it so much. Okay. I did also want to, for once, use one of these For and You charms. They are so, so pretty, and that's what they look like. They're gorgeous. I love her stuff so much, and I haven't been able to use these, but since this is going to be a planner that I'm going to keep pretty much at home, I thought this would be a good time to use that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do from the front to the back. I'm not really going to use it as a bookmark. I'm just going to use it for decorations. So I'm just going to stick it anywhere, to be quite honest. Let's just, maybe I'll just put it all the way at the back just to have it be kind of another way. That's not even. Okay. So that's what those look like. They'll kind of just hang at the bottom there like that. It's a cute decoration for sure. So the next thing I did pull out, okay, so what I really use to mark pages are like smaller paper clips. I've got all of these from K&Co XOXO. These are her wide paper clips in the mini size. So I have a few of them and they're black, which I thought would be nice since I do have some black accents in here. And then I also have these, which are all little like dangly ones, and they're so pretty. I have these two, which are the same, and then this one that just has a little, I don't know, gemstone or something on it. So that's what those look like there. And I like to use these to mark my pages, so maybe I'll use one of each of, oops, that's not it. One of each of these and then one of these and mark my pages, because I always find it really easy to have them on the page that you need and be able to just flip to it super quickly. And the danglies kind of pop out so you can just grab them easily. I like things like that that are just, you know, easy to kind of pull at. And let's see, first page of the month. And then these have no necessarily like function, but I mean, they could be functional. I just personally don't use them functionally. And these are both from Canco XOXO. I have one of her ribbon paper clips, and this one also has a black paper clip. And then I have one of her little rose ones here as well with the gold paper clips. So I'm just gonna stick them in at the top somewhere so that it just looks pretty. I think I'm gonna put this one towards the front. I feel like I get a good little snapshot there of what I've got going on. I think the side looks super cute with the little danglies, and then I've got little things here. This one is like a lot more dressed up than some of my other planners, so that's fun. Okay, and then on the front for the pen loop, I did pull out that diamond pen. I think I'm going to put this towards the front. I was playing with it earlier and I was trying to put the pen on the side, but I noticed that it was, you know, it was kind of interfering with the inserts. I think probably because it's got the gem on top. If it was probably just a plain pen, it would likely be okay. But since I want you to use this one, I think we're just going to keep it on the front. That looks super cute. I just don't know if it's going to function for me, but it does look so cute. All right, I feel like that's it. That went by so fast. Okay, let's go ahead and walk through everything. So I do have my Fur and You little charm bookmark at the bottom here, which I love. And I do have some danglies, of course. So I'm gonna put this pen aside. Honestly, I didn't mention where this was from because I don't remember where I got it from. I've gotten some of these diamond pens from a lot of different shops, from different mystery kits. You can also just buy them on your own. So I can't remember. I think you can get them from Amazon. I know quite a few Etsy shops just sell them throughout the year, but yeah, I've gotten them in so many different mysteries and bundles and things that I don't remember where this one was from particularly, but it's super cute with the little polka dots on it. And to be honest, I have two with polka dots, one with this size and one with a slightly smaller size, but they're very similar, so I can't remember. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get into the inside of this thing. Oh, I'm so excited. This is really fun. I feel like it was so funny. I was talking earlier that I was like, I feel like a whole new person having this little pop of the kind of periwinkle color going throughout the planner. I don't know. I'm like really into it. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a pinch, sorry. But I really, really like that little add of a different color, and I like the way the black kind of just has its little hits throughout the planner as well. So anyways, so on the front here we do have some journaling cards and stickers, some Michael's paper and die cuts, and our washi card here that I did with my Simply Gilded washi. Then the first dashboard here is from Crafts by Thaowie. Then inside we do have another dashboard that I made myself with some Bloomsical artwork. Then I do have my bow title covers that I printed on some pink paper on cardstock there for the inserts. This is my first insert. I do have my little paper clip dangly here and my perpetual calendar. Then the rest of the cover, a little sleep dashboard, and then this dashboard with the planner. It's funny because every time I look at this planner I think of Viv now, because I don't know if I probably haven't mentioned on my channel. I think I just sneaked them on Instagram, but I am trying to do kind of a little like a semi-custom planner, I guess you can call it, where you could pick what accessories you want for your planner and the colors that you want, and then I can create the drawing for you and send like the artwork digitally. So I was testing it with Viv and Kiki just to kind of see how everything would work out, make sure it would all be smooth. But I took Viv's planner because I thought she picked some cute stuff, and I just changed up the colors to match this one. But now every time I look at it, I think of Viv, which makes me happy too. Anyways, I do have my little pen vellum here and the cover of my next insert, which is a monthly that I'm using to track finances. Then we have the back of that and the rest of the vellum. The dashboard I made with some more Bloomsical art. Then some artwork from See Amy Draw. I love this so much. It's really beautiful. And then another cover here for my last insert, which is Oh, it's a list insert, and then I do have my little clear bookmark that I made that has a pocket that I can kind of decorate the inside. I will probably end up adding stuff into here and switching it up. I really need to get that clear holographic sticker paper because Amanda, when she made hers, she put that clear sticker paper in it or on it, and it looked so cute. I really like how it looked. I just didn't have enough to do the whole thing. I was probably about ½ an inch short, and I was just like, no. But next time I will have it all there. So, and I've just got my little dangly. All of these danglies are from K&Co XOXO. And the rest of my insert there, then just some Michaels paper with the die cut here that I will link the shop below because I can never say the name. And the last dashboard is one I just made for myself with some lettering I did from my shop there. So it just says make it pink. And the back cover here just has some fun stuff, you know, my little Fox and Pip die cuts and some rose colored Daze stickies, some Crafts by Thaowie stickers, and Simply Gilded journaling card, and my Simply Gilded collab washi there. So that is the whole planner. This is my little shop planner, and I think it's going to be really helpful and functional for me. I will do a video that's going to walk through all of my planners at some point once I get them all set up and done, because I kind of walk through everything individually when I do these videos, but I know I have a lot of people asking me what I'm using, and I'm currently kind of in the process of setting them all up and creating a system that works for me and kind of expanding on my planner. So once I get it all done, I'll definitely share a kind of, you know, all the planners I'm using sort of thing, so you guys can see what I've got going on. But anyways, that is this one all set up. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and had fun seeing it set up. I know it was fairly quick because it's a smaller planner, but hopefully it was still enjoyable and you guys liked it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.